Hey guys, Marslingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and yes, it finally happened. The meme is over. Garlic Jr. is in Dokkan battle on Global. You know, this isn't news for anyone that follows JP, but yes, he is finally here on Global. So he's a Heavenly Events sub-leader, 3 key, 120 to stats. Not a great category, so you're probably not ever going to use him for that, but he does greatly raise attack on Super, which is an infinite stack, so that can build up pretty damn quick with the greatly raises every single time. He gets attack and defense 160. He gets an additional attack and defense 60 and a medium chance to stun when attacking super class enemies. So since that's probably where you're going to use him the most anyway, there's a pretty solid amount of stats. And then he also gives extreme class allies 3 key attack and defense 40%, and he recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. So this guy's nuts, and you're going to use him on like every team that he fits on, basically. I managed to pull one dupe for him in the summons last night. We did pull a Gohan, so probably done with summoning, but we'll see how that goes. He's got 8 additional 6 crit for me, because obviously that chance to stun on attack could be useful for things like Super Battle Road. If he gets multiple attacks, he have multiple chances to stun. So I did give him a silver level 2 additional. That was the best I had. And then defense. I like to give most of my units the defensive buff, because having a little bit more defense is much more useful in harder events than having a slightly higher attack stat. But obviously he is brand new, freshly awakened, link level 1. We are going to try him out on the Terrifying Conquerors team, because one of his best link partners is actually the Rildo, who's pretty good after his awakening. So obviously we can build up a pretty stacked team here. So we've obviously got Kid Buu, the god of showcases, in slot 3. He's only getting Fierce Battle and Nightmare active on this rotation, but he's got 170k defense, which is pretty good. And then we'll obviously see what his attack is, because he is going to greatly raise his attack. So we'll go ahead and see what we can get out of him here. Obviously, this team is tailor-made for absolutely destroying the old-school Goku event. It's not like it's super hard anymore, but obviously this Frieza is going to be a really strong tank against the Goku enemy. And then 1.7. So nothing too crazy. Obviously, it doesn't compare to the Gohan at 55%, but we got the double super, and you can see the greatly raised there. It jumps up to 1.95. So he's already almost at 2 million after 2 supers. That is with Kid Buu on the rotation as well. But his defense is pretty solid as well. So he is definitely more of a unit that is designed to be a classic, third slot floating support unit than Gohan is. Because obviously Gohan, with the infinite stacking of defense, he's a unit that can obviously quite easily hold his own in slot 1 or 2. Whereas Garlic Jr., I feel like he is going to be more of a just third slot floating unit. You're going to put him on, like I say, every team that you can fit him on, basically. Because that 40% buff to all extreme allies is just so good. And like his stats are good enough that he's not going to get you like absolutely murdered in the harder content. So we are obviously going to try him out in some more difficult content as the days go by, but we got a ton of stuff to do. We got all the new events to show off Gohan in. I want to see both of these guys in different Super Battle Road stages against the Gods of Destruction. We'll try out the GT Goku event. Like, there's a ton of stuff that we can do with these units to try them out. But we finally have the Rildo together with him. So now we have Thirst for Conquest, Fierce Battle, Nightmare, and Metamorphosis, which is of course a healing link. So now he has 147k defense. This Frieza does provide a little bit of support to allies as well. So his defense is definitely nothing too crazy, but still pretty solid. And obviously he's going to have type advantage here. He does give us that 10% heal at the end of the turn if we took damage during the turn. So he should be all good in slot 1 here. Yeah, just tank him for double digits. And then, so he's over 2 million attack stat now. And that's without Kid Buu now on the rotation. So just from building up his attack from getting the multiple supers, we're already over 2 million attack stat. So once Kid Buu is actually back on rotation, we could quite easily be looking at hitting 3 million already, which is pretty good. And obviously, again, this is this guy at level 1 links, and he's a unit that has big bad bosses. So once Big Bad Boss is at level 10, that defense is going to shoot up like even higher. So his defense is going to be more than solid enough that he's not going to be a liability for you. So he is a unit that I am definitely excited to try out on some more teams. He is on a bunch of decent categories. He's on some of the less used categories as well, like Dragon Ball Seekers, but I mean, even that's been getting quite a lot of buffs. Like a lot of the the 350 download, some of the units from there are on there. Obviously the Ginyu Force, I think they're all on there. They all got easy A's. I'd actually have to double check now whether they are on Dragon Ball Seekers. But and then obviously Garlic Jr. is a transformation boost unit as well, so he's getting the support from Cooler here, because we're only fighting one enemy, so Cooler is supporting transformation boost. So he's got 150k defense here. So with that support from Cooler, I would imagine that we are going to be getting close to 3 million. We might need the additional super to get there, but yeah, 2.3. Yeah, so even after additional, he probably jumps up to just over 2.5. But, I mean, even so, like, this guy is obviously not really going to be on your team to be, like, the big damage dealer. How much do we take from this? 84k. Well, that's not terrible type neutral. But then again, obviously, the old school Goku event is certainly not the hardest event in the game anymore, to say the least. But double supers from Rildo. He's going to be very strong defensively here now as well. Plus, you can still lower Super Saiyan 3 Goku's attack. So he's getting nerfed into the ground at the moment because Cooler lowers attack as well. But yeah, Garlic Jr., I mean, he goes into every banner after this now. So you obviously don't have to go crazy trying to summon on Gohan's banner to pull him if you haven't gotten him already. Because, you know, he'll come. The copies will come in time. Sometimes it's taken me quite a while to actually pull the first couple of copies of those side banner units. Like, I still don't have the Goten that came out with Videl. And it took me until the 350 million download banners to get my first copies of the AGL, GT, Goten and Trunks. But then in the course of summoning on those banners, I pulled them like 4 times. So Garlic Jr., definitely going to get your opportunities to pull him in the future. But do we get any extra links with Kid Buu? We don't. Okay, so we'll leave you in slot 1 then. So let's see what we get up to here. Now that we've got the support from Kid Buu again, we are at 160k defense. So his defense is never going to push like to 200k on this team. So that's still decent enough to tank when we get into like the harder parts of the events. But one thing to bear in mind is obviously if we say like the GT Goku event, him taking a super attack, especially like type neutral from the in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you'd probably be looking at taking some pretty serious damage. Because, yeah, we got type advantage over God Goku and we still took 30k. So I could imagine from, like, the in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, that kind of super with no item active, he's probably still taking around 200k. Which, you know, a lot of units are in that kind of range. And when you're as good a support unit as this Garlic Jr. is, I think we can kind of let him off a little bit, not being the most insane tank in the world, because I feel like he very much earns a spot on any team that he's on, like I said. But this is going to be a good turn for Frieza here as well. We got the links with Cooler, we got the support from the untransformed Cooler. Obviously Frieza's easy A did make him pretty crazy. Yeah, just a casual 6.7 million, which will be a guaranteed crit this turn as well. So yeah, see you later, God Goku. But yeah, let's double check all of Garlic Jr.'s categories here. So we'll put you there. I don't think you get any extra links from Frieza. No, you don't. So Garlic Jr. is on Heavenly Events, Resurrected Warriors, Transformation Boost, Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, Terrifying Conquerors, Revenge. So obviously we're running Transformation Boost. We're running Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost mix. Both of those teams he's going to be very good on. You can make very strong extreme-centric teams for those. Resurrected Warriors does have some solid super-type units, but has a lot of very strong extreme units. I mean, LR Broly's on there. And then Time Travelers, obviously all the Heroes units are on Time Travelers. We'll be getting a new Heroes banner coming up soon. So it's very easy to make a full extreme Time Travelers team as well, because they do have Bojack with the 150 lead. So he's going to fit in really well. Like Revenge, there's a lot of extreme types, but the main leader is super. So maybe you won't use him on that one too much. But I think he's definitely very, very solid on all of the teams that you can put him on. So we'll go ahead and see his attack stat here against Blue Goku. I didn't realise we were this close to the Dokkan attack, otherwise I would have put Garlic Jr. in slot 1. But I want to see him tank against the Blue Goku here. But Might as well hit these. I mean, I haven't link leveled my Rildo, so he's not going to do crazy damage here. I mean, unless he crits, he's not going to do a huge amount of damage anyway, because we've got type disadvantage. But yeah, Garlic Jr. with the Freezer in slot 3, sitting at around 140 to 150k defense. So nothing crazy, but with the buffs that he's providing to everybody else, that's pretty good. And yeah, he's up to 2.68, so just shy of 2.7 million. He's only like maybe two more super attacks away from hitting 3 mil, and he's still tanking double-digit damage from the blue Goku. So I would say that's pretty good. So let me know what you think of Garlic Jr. down below in the comments. Are you one of those people that was always part of the meme asking where Garlic Jr. was going to be? Well, now he's here. So let me know what you guys think about him down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.